is a spot called Ethiopia in Manhattan. So Poe seen Duke up there with my car.
You saying Poe, you saying Alpo.
Alpo seen him and said, yo, why you showing these queens where they get the cars hooked up at? Because you know they had the Gucci seats, the pipe ring, and all that crazy stuff. You know? So Duke had my shit gold out, gold rim, gold BBs. Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gold lips, everything.
Okay.
Right? Piping in the seats. Like it was unheard of, right? So what part was I was at? Yeah, so me and Preem, we go to the block, right? The block and the block, when you drive on the block, right? They never drove the cars on the block. The cars was parked a block away on one block, like a houses where houses at and all that. Yo, dog, you can see Ferraris, Benzes, all type of, you know what I mean, Lamborghinis, all on that block.
Right.
Bikes, everything on that block. Because all the hustlers on the block hustling, but this block had all the cars that owned.
Yeah.
Like it was just crazy. So I seen it, right? I was like, wow. So then me and Preem, we go upstairs to our spot. We up there all day. Then he said, yo, let's go. Then we leave. I go back with him. So every day I was just with him. Like he didn't make me hustle. Like every day to like probably a year later. Then he said, yo, you gotta hustle, nigga. I said, all right. I want to get some money. I'm trying to eat when you eat, or you know what I mean? So now
How old was you then?
I was like 16.
Oh, you're 16. Okay.
16,
you said
17.
16. Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm on the block. I'm hand in hand at night. He came in the middle of the night. Yo, come on, man, before you get arrested. Because I know the police out there was crazy. They was coming all type of ways. You know what I mean? And he wanted me to get arrested, so I stayed with him. And then as I got to 18, 19, he gave me a spot on something at 118. He said, yo, this your area.
That's 118.
Yeah,
That's
118.
what 118.
Yeah. He said, this your area. And I'm like, all right. So I just took that over. You know what I mean? And just did my thing. You know what I mean?
Up until, okay, we're going to switch lanes a little bit. Let's switch lanes a little bit. So I'm going to go into the hip hop. Because you just, you on fire right now, man. You on fire right now.
I ain't tell you yet.
I know you didn't. So we can stay in this lane though. We can stay in this lane. Because it seems like, okay, so before you actually went to prison, right? Tell me about like being entrenched in the lifestyle, how that affected you mentally and the people around you.
I mean, we have mentally me up. Any hustler, man, I learned in prison. My counselor told me, he said, your addiction is worse than that use the drug.
My mother used to say that.
And I had to learn that.
She said that to my brother, man.
If she did? Shit. Yeah, but I had to learn that shit. I'm like, how the fuck I'm selling drugs. I'm not using it. But my addiction is worse than the person that used the drug. So I was like, and I had to learn it as I'm being in there, you know what I mean, before I got out. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop hustling. I said, I'm not hustling no more. So when I got out, I went to work release, and I was dealing with Barry Brown's sister at the time. So I told my sisters, don't tell her I'm home, because I want to surprise her. I'm gonna go to Atlanta. But I didn't know that on work release, you 5 and 2s, you can't go nowhere.
Yeah, where you going?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't go nowhere.
Fuck you going to?
You gotta report.
Right.
Weekends 5 and 2, you work out every 5 days. You go out. 2 days you're in the jail.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. So she said. So I called her. She said, "I know you home. You told your family don't tell me you home." She said, "This not somebody tonight. You ain't coming here tonight." I said, "I'm in the floor. I can't come home tonight."
Right.
So you gonna be
right.
You know what I mean? So that right there fucked me up. I was like, well, fuck it. You know what I mean? Then I got out, and then Anthony Mason, God bless his dead, played for the Knicks. He gave me $50,000. And he said, welcome home. You know what I'm saying? So I took it. And,
what college did he go to?
Tennessee. TSU, one of them in Tennessee, though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So my man at the time.
He gave you $50,000? Straight cash?
Straight cash. And my man, F.O. Fox, God bless his dead. You know what I mean? I gave him 25 of it. I sent him uptown, they go get it. Man, they sold him some bull. That money up. I was
Fox. Well, you mentioned Fox.
Fox. Maserati.
Maserati. Okay. You got to say these names because people don't know. Like I know who you're talking about, but we got to, you know what I'm saying, to make it go full circle.
That's
you know
my
what I'm
little
saying?
bro.
Yeah.
Right? So I was paying the cleaners down the block from the projects, saying I worked there. So they got on me. It's like, yo, the counselor called me. He said, where you at? I said, I'm at work. He said, no, you ain't, because the PO was there. I said, I left for lunch. I said, I was at work. I'm at lunch. Where you go to get lunch? I said, I came home. You ain't home because I'm here. I said, I was hung the phone up. I said, these niggas got me. So now I go done. So I go to work release, and they, in work release, they got these tags. Red tags mean you go back to the 4th floor.
Right.
They send you back up north. So when they lock the door on yours, you can't run and get out.
Yeah.
So when I seen the red tag, it was too late. The door was shut. I seen the red tag on my fucking name. I'm like, damn, these niggas got me. So now they put me on the 4th floor. You know what I mean? So the counselor, they brought me downstairs. They said, listen, do you have a job? Because if you don't have no job, we got to send you back up north. And I'm like, hold on. So I called my man, Rooney. You know what I mean? At the time, he produced Mariah Carey, Jennifer Lopez. You know, he's going on, Father MC. He was like, he had everybody. You know what I'm saying? Puff. You know what I'm saying? He was doing everybody. You know what I mean? So I said, Corey, I said, I'm locked back up. I said, I need a job. He said, what can I pay you? Because, I get money. He's like, yo, he said, you ain't got to pay me. I said, just give me a check stub and saying I work for you. So he said, what the counselor? I said, right here, get the phone. He said, yo, I got my job. And I started at Soul Convention. That's in Queens on Cross Island. And I started just being there. And I'm start playing PlayStation with my PO. Because she was cool.
Right.
So we were playing PlayStation together all day with me. So then I said to myself, I said, yo, let me learn how to produce. Let me learn this before I even, you know what I mean? And I was sitting there watching Marky D, God bless the dead, because he's Corey's partner. They produce everything together.
Bismarck?
No.
Oh.
Bismarck, my dude, that's another story.
Okay.
But Prince Marky D from the Fat
Prince
Boys.
Marky D, you said, okay, I didn't.
Yeah, from the Fat Boys. So I learned how to produce, and then Cool J Rap had a song called It's a Shame. So Corey came to me and said, yo, this is your first song, you're gonna remix It's a Shame. So I'm on the song talking like I'm puffing. Take that,
Yo,
and then me and him did the beat together.
This is legendary.
So it made the album, made it, and then Russell Simmons called me like, yo, what's up with you? What you doing? I said, no, I'm working. I'm with Corey. He said, yo, I got a job for you, right? Then Tom Mottola, Mariah Carey ex-husband, he's like, yo, I'm gonna give you a job at Sony.
Okay.
At Sony, and I was like, I waited, Run DMC, I grew up with them, so I'm like,
okay,
I'm gonna go to Def Jam.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I went to Def Jam, and I ain't know what the fuck was going on. I'm sitting in my office, I had no pictures, I had nothing up.
Right.
I'm just sitting there looking at the desk, and I ain't know what I was doing. So my first artist was D.V. Alias Christ. He's from Brooklyn.
I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. That voice is insane.
Insane.
They said I ain't gonna even say.
He the first.
I'm not gonna say his pen is crazy.
His pen is.
And he wrote for a lot of people. Listen, this shit I know.
Yeah, he wrote for people.
He wrote for a lot of people, and I'm not gonna say the big names too.
Yeah, he did.
Big names.
His mom. Shout out his moms, man. His mom's good people. That's my girl. She's good people.
I follow son on the gram. Good dude. He still played a good quality music too.
Good dude, man.
Yeah,
good dude. He gave me the chance, to me to work on his album, and then I got to Trigger.
Yep.
I got the Trigger. Trigger. You know what I mean? And then Slick Rick, I started doing Slick Rick album, all the storytelling. You know what I mean? So I did that whole album. And then LL called me one day, LL Cool J, and he said, yo, what's up? I said, what's up? Who this? He says, Todd. I said, Todd who?
Todd.
He says, LL Cool J, nigga.
Todd?
I said, oh, what's up? What's up? He said, yo, I want you to work on my album. Then he said, yo, I'm at my grandma's house. Come to my grandma's house. I said, I bet. And I rolled in. From that day, we was in his basement. And we started pinning and working. And I just, the whole album, like the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And when me and him was working, I remember Kevin Lyles said, yo, you got to come with the title of the album. And me and Els on the plane come from California, and we was throwing names back and forth. And I said, yo, you the GOAT. Because I know I play ball. So I said, Earl the GOAT, man, I go from Harlem, he from here.
Right.
So I said, you the GOAT. And then I came and told Kevin and them, and Jay-Z was sitting there with us.
Wait a minute. Time out, champ. Who came up with that money? Who came up with that acronym?
I did.
You came up with the acronym GOAT.
GOAT. 2000. Probably 1999.
1999.
2000. That's when the album came out. You know what I mean? Look at all the credits. You see my name all on it as executive producer. You know what I mean? And then everybody started saying the GOAT. And I was mad because I was like, I didn't trademark the fucking name. You know what I mean? And you know, I pray a lot. So I just prayed like, yo, how you let me miss that one out? You know what I'm saying? How did I miss that out? And then one day this chick was reading me the Bible, and God said, follow the sheep, follow the lamb. I remember I was younger, I was in a block, 12 years old, and dudes come from prison. I used to watch some niggas walk. They walk slow with a bandana in their back, and they, you know, they was just cool. I was like, I want to go to prison. I said, I want to go to jail. I want to be like these niggas, right? And niggas like, yo, I'm a wolf in sheep clothing. You know, no with me. You know what I mean? So I branded, named my clothing line called Wolf in Sheep Clothing, and put the sheep on the front. You know what I mean? Not the goat, but the sheep.
Yeah.
So it just, I was like, God give me gifts.
Saw that.
He give me gifts all the time. You know what I'm saying? You just got to follow that gift. You know what I mean? And so I started just coming up with that. I go to out of the country, go to Turkey and get it made in Istanbul. You know what I mean? Because that's where the fabric capital at.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's doing well. It's, you know.
So when you first entered the industry, who was some of the people, rather, that influenced you, like as far as mentors and
mentors?
Yeah, that really introduced you to the game and educated
Russell Simmons, Kevin Lyles, Leo Cohen, LL Cool J, Jam Master J, DMC.
What is it, that one thing that you think that they saw in you that said, you know what, we're going to believe in him, we're going to pour into him?
My ear. Russell said that to me one day. He said, your ear is crazy. I have an ear for music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can hear something and know, you know, that's it. Or I can see this person and I can look at you and I can tell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is that where the nickname come from, or is that?
Nah, my nickname comes from my brother. I got a twin brother, Joe.
Okay.
And you know, you heard 50 say, I know niggas get money like Bimmy and Joe. You know what I mean? That's my brother, Joe, my twin brother.
Okay, yeah.
And people say to him like, yo, to me, like, who is that? And at the time, I know I say my brother. He not say my brother. He would say my Bimmy. You know what I mean? So that stuck on me all through my life.
That's the name.
Yeah, my brother gave me that name.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So you work with some iconic artists, right? Can you share, like, you know, your first experiences when we're working with, you know, particular artists that you work with? Some of your first experiences.
My favorite, one of them was DVL's Christ. Because that was my beginning.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because before Def Jam, I was in studios working, and there's this guy, my name was Trust. He had a studio in Queens in the basement. He's a producer, but everybody in Queens go to his crib and make records. So then I started putting things together with guys making records. You know what I'm saying? And then Trust is one of them. My main guy was LL Cool J. Like, I learned how to produce really because of him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people don't understand the genius of that man. That's why he's still here. You know what I mean? Like, I watch him say one word, like, and I'll never forget it, I blaze you. Like, he'll say, I blaze you like 30 times. I blaze you, I blaze you. Like, he got to get that blaze right. I blaze you, I blaze you. Like, he'll say it 40, 50 times. He'll call me 4 or 5 in the morning, which, you know what I mean? And I'm like, nah. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, check this out. Ooh, ooh. And that's why I respect him so much. He's a multi-millionaire. You feel me?
He's a perfectionist.
Perfectionist. He don't give a who give him the information. He's taking it and he's taking it to himself.
And
like, he'll be in this room with us and he'll be quiet. He listening to everything everybody's saying and he analyzing everybody.
Student.
The student.
Still a student of the game.
I mean, to the game, to the streets.
The greatest of all time, still a student. That is man, damn.
But you know, if you go back in history, like Michael Jordan was raised by his brothers, made him great. Serena Williams, her father. You know what I'm saying? Derek Jeter, his father. You know.
Everybody that's great had to listen to somebody.
Had to listen to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And me
My
personally,
man Drek say that to me.
yeah, I listen to people. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I mean? I don't lose focus.
Where do you think you get that from? Where do you think you get that characteristic, that trait from?
Listening, my mom's whipping my because I ain't listened. I ain't listened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, I watched a lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I watched many mistakes, and I said, I'm not going on that path. I'm not going on that road. You know what I'm saying? So mainly, you know, I learned like early age, like the reason why we got stop signs and yield and green, red. You know what I mean? You got to obey them signs. You know what I mean? People give you them signs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to watch people. They gonna give you the signs.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how I probably, you know, I can say probably, that's how I survive.